we have? Well, I'll get on with my story. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for his plans that he has for me, for his perfect timing, for my faith, and for placing me in the hands of Catholic Charities. The Lord knew what a major stepping stone they would be for me, and they were. Now, I'll give you a little background about myself. We all have a history, full of good, full of bad, but here's mine. I grew up in an extremely abusive home, suffering all types of abuse. My parents told me I would never amount to anything, and they wish I was never born, and so on. Child Protective Services finally intervened when I was 14 and placed me in a home for abused children. But the damage was already done. My self-worth and my confidence level was rather low. And as a result, I feel that I ended up in abusive relationships as an adult. I married young at 17, moved to Puerto Rico, and had my first 3 children. I suffered through 19 years in an abusive, controlling relationship. I eventually found the courage to move back to Maryland, and I sought out SARC. And with their help, I was able to divorce safely. But then I quickly jumped into another marriage with a childhood friend that I reunited with. Again, I suffered abuse. But this time, alcoholism and addictions were involved. Our financial situation was very bad, and we spent many weeks without electricity during winter and summer months. We were constantly being evicted from somewhere. We ended up homeless and in a tent in Susquehanna. We eventually were able to rent a house in Abingdon for about 4 years, and I had a daughter during that time. I definitely felt stuck, very stuck. And once again, eviction was encroaching upon us, and I had no job, no money, no transportation, and I found out I was expecting again. Despite all this, I still had my hopes and dreams. I wanted my own home, to own my own home with a lot of land, and most important, I had to have a red barn. I always loved red barns. So I decided that I had enough. I worried for my children's future and for mine. I knew I had to make a change, and it was very scary. But thanks to my faith, I knew the Lord would be by my side the whole way. I called Anna's house and was put on a waiting list. A good friend took me and my daughter in for a few months, and then on October 7th, 2014, I'll never forget that date, I became a resident of Anna's house. I don't know where I'd be right now if it wasn't for them taking a chance on me. I was on a mission to repair myself from the inside out and get on my feet, and they supported me 100%. I wanted to make sure that I never found myself in that situation again, homeless, unstable, insecure. So everything they offered me, I jumped on it. I plugged myself into anything and everything that could help me grow. I was offered much needed therapy through Safe Harbor. I attended life skill classes twice a week on all kinds of subjects to help us grow and become strong, confident, independent women and mothers. I also called Early Head Start and started getting home visits with Erica. She introduced me and my daughter Ella to many different and fun learning techniques. She asked about our needs and suggested resources that could help us. We went on field trips to the library, and we enjoyed a harvest feast for Thanksgiving. Slowly but surely, Anna's house and Early Head Start helped me to make many of my dreams a reality. I wanted to take a skill I already had and turn it into a profitable business. They helped me to start my own cleaning company. And Catholic Charities funded me all the cleaning supplies, liability and bonding insurance, childcare costs, and even proper work shoes and orthotic inserts I needed. I applied for Vehicles for Change program and was quickly blessed with a car. And in August 2015, I started working for myself. This woman who was told she would never amount to anything, this woman that was living in a tent in the woods, is now a full-fledged business owner. I applied for low-income housing in Haverty Grace and was quickly blessed with a 3-bedroom townhouse, complete with a backyard. And to my surprise, a red barn shed. I felt like God was saying, there's your red barn. It'll do for now. But I'm working towards owning my own home, hopefully a real barn. I'm building up my credit, saving money, and working with a caseworker in the financial self-sufficiency program. My business is growing, and we still enjoy our visits from Erica and my therapist. My wish and hope is that Anna's house will have the financial means to continue to empower women and mothers to become independent and self-sufficient so we can have more success stories like mine. And my hope is that Early Head Start will continue to be able to do their good work and help mothers, educate mothers and children. And thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I'm a living example of how much you've helped. Thank you.